Hey everyone, this is Terry and Michelle on Terry's Philippine journey. We've walked down about an hour and a half or so, at least an hour down the mountain and through the couple valleys and up a smaller mountain, and we've come to the ocean and found a little remote beach kind of. So we went through a really kind of neat, nice village, a fishing village. So the unfortunate thing, it's low tide and it's kind of rocky underneath anyhow, but I suppose you could swim there. There's some kids out there playing in the surf or something along the shore out there but normally high tide would be up here and be quite nicer. But nevertheless, it's neat. So I was hoping for like more bluish water and white sand and that type stuff, but that's part of exploring. Somebody said there's a sandy beach down here, and there certainly is, and it'd look even nicer with the water up, but we've come at low tide. There's one of the mountains. We gonna try to make it back, so I wanted to show you this. We'd walk along, but we come through a really neat little village. I've not seen one quite so relatively clean. Had a couple small bridges across the creek and nice little footpath. Well, you know what, pretty well kept. A nice little community, and everybody's been friendly as usual. So we're about an hour and a half or so walk from the main road, which takes you down to Cabaygon and Sabang. We're in Palawan, Philippines. We're probably about 70 or so kilometers from Port-au-Prince. This is like a little inlet or bay. And I guess the ocean either flares out over there, or I'm not sure, up this way. I think it goes out over there. So this would probably be another meter or two deep once the high tide comes in. But hoping to swim, but I don't think I'm gonna walk out there on the rocks and whatever that is, sandy mud or whatever, to get there. So it gets a lot of wash off from the mountains, I suppose, and builds up some sediment over the years. Nevertheless, it's beautiful. So we'll walk over here to the corner and see how far the sand goes. I'll show you around a few minutes and maybe talk a little bit more. But first time ever here, a friend of mine just said, you know, go down the end of these 2 or 3 gravel roads. So today this is the one we picked. We'll try the other 2 another day, because it's about all I can handle is to walk is 2 to 4 hours, and this is going to be a 3 or 4 hour hike. So it's rugged, it's rocky and sandy and loose surface, even though you're still on a gravel road. But a little windy, so I'm hoping the wind noise is not too terrible. Really depends which direction you point and how the wind comes around the hand and camera. So I always have problems with that. You think it's going to be bad, and it's not. And you think it's pretty good, and it's not. And you never know till you get back and look at your video. So that's it. Big mountains in the backdrop. That one's covered in clouds there in the middle. We'll walk down and give you a few views. It looks like it kind of continues. There's some, I don't know, it looks like a house over there and a couple more boats and people playing here. But we asked somebody and he said no white sandy beach here, which he's partly right, because it's not much of a swimming beach or anything like that, at least during low tide, but definitely a remote white sandy beach. It's not as nice, near as nice as Sabang. It's very, you have the champagne water and the bluish green looking clear water. So, but it's quite beautiful. I think that's the beach over there. You can kind of see it off in the distance. I'll see if I can zoom in. There's another one over there. I think that's maybe along the main road. I can zoom. It's a pretty neat camera. I think it zooms 25 or 30 times. That's 5 times. There's 15 times closer. And fade back out. So chance of rain today, 50-50. So I think anytime after 12 to 3 or 4 is usual, probably get some sort of downpour. Yeah, just different kind of beauty than over in Sabang. Very close, but not quite the same. I'd say Sabang's a bit nicer when it comes to water and the sand quality. This is a little more grainy, but nevertheless, it's very natural and rugged, and it's Palawan. So it's endless. You could explore probably all your life if you walked all the coastline and looked at everything and climbed most of the mountains. It'd take you 50 to 100 years and you still wouldn't see it all, because I think my information's correct. I think Palawan's like 250 miles long, very thin. I think 25 miles, I don't know if it was 25 miles, but it's pretty thin in spots. Somebody mentioned 25. I think it's even thinner in spots, or probably I would say 20 to 50 miles narrow or wide, and 250 miles approximately long up to Caron and El Nido and all that. So it's I think the longest island in the Philippines as far as distance along it. So yeah, sun's coming in and out. I hope it stays in mostly, because it's gets pretty hot. I think it's around 10, 11 o'clock. We stopped, brought our food because I wasn't sure what or if anything was here. So, but just wanted to share a little bit. We made it to the ocean front. This is what we found at the end of the road. A little fishing village back there is pretty neat. I may make another short little video through there and show you that. Show you the bridges and walk through there on the way back. But kind of getting tired, but wanted to see as much as possible. Looks like somebody was walking there barefoot, running or something, because they really made some indents like they're jogging or something. So looking at that there. That's inland. There's a couple mountains, but we come over one or two of them to get here. So that's why it took a good hour walk even on the roads. It was all loose, rocky, sandy, gravelly road. Very beautiful. Well, that's it. We're gonna walk down here a little bit, and we'll shoot you another one if we see something different. Just documenting our day and our adventure out. This is our first real hiking adventure in Palawan that we've been here 7 months. Done some local hikes in Sabang, but this is the first one that we've went a little ways away, a half hour up the road, and tried a different adventure. So something completely new. Neither one of us have been here, and most people don't know about this place. So probably just the locals. You probably won't see a tourist out here. Be very few and far between. All right, that's my time. Thanks for watching. We're looking at the next one. This will be a little video series as usual, so it might be 6 to 12 videos long. Depends on how the day goes and how I feel. Documenting our one-day hike. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. That's it from Terry. And we'll show you Michelle. She's also has I think a little bit on YouTube and mainly Facebook page. So she does video shorts and TikToking and that type of stuff. That's her more thing. I like the YouTube videos. I just concentrate mainly on YouTube. All right, that's my time. Thanks for watching. Take care and be safe. May all your journeys be great. Thank you.